Maybe I should have done that from the get-go. Just remember this, guys. If you can't see the problem, then there's no problem. By the way, my cousin, John, from Westeros or something, he told me that winter is coming and I should prepare. It's getting colder and colder every day, so I suppose he's kind of right about that. I don't have any other option right now, but I'm kinda looking into one possible solution. Something bigger, made out of metal, just to get me through this winter. As of right now, there is 0 chance that I could afford a big fireplace. So we need to get by this year somehow without one. Well, it would work, even during the winter time, but I'm gonna try to find something bigger. Kind of that and that, there. Yeah. Once it gets that fire going, the draft will make sure there are no leaks. No leaks. I just gotta make sure I don't bump into the thing. Maybe the chimney pipe will like fall over or something. Don't like the size of this thing though, it's so tiny. Gotta get like really tiny pieces. This thing won't even fit here. What a joke. You know, considering the amount of insulation I installed this cabin, I do think that a heater about 2 times smaller than this one could be enough to heat this entire building. Basically, I just need to ask an expert how big of a fireplace I would need here. By the way, guys, one important fire safety tip here. So, dust. Doesn't matter what the dust is made out of. It's either wood dust or whatever. Dust really likes to burn, especially in large quantities. This probably won't catch on fire, but just to be safe, man. But anyway, the goal for this episode is up there. Oh boy. I would say the goal is rather simple. Just need to get a floor here. But before that, we need to do some steps. First of all, we need to get rid of all this crap. You know, personally, I think it would be fine if I left it here, but I don't know. Maybe it's fine. That's a lot of dust, man. Luckily, it's not really hard to get rid of it. You know what? I'm just super glad that I'm finally cleaning this upper area. I've been holding this off for about 2 years. I actually put this subfloor here before I did the roof. So all the crap, all the construction pieces and whatnot, everything fell here over the course of 2 years. And I'm really glad that I'm finally cleaning up this area. I even found a bunch of leaves from 2 years ago because I had no roof on it. So some leaves did manage to get on this area and they remained stuck here. Man, I need a bigger vacuum cleaner. Maybe I can make my own vacuum cleaner. It could suck up like bowling balls. How cool would that be? Anybody wanna buy some dust? It's premium dust. I promise. Oh boy. So far, so good. Task 1 has been successfully accomplished. This episode is off to a great start. Hopefully I'm not gonna jinx it, because the last episode was also off to a good start. And then it took freaking 2 months to complete. I'm still kinda trying to figure out what I'm gonna put here. At first I thought, okay, I'm gonna put some wooden flooring, but apparently that's like super expensive. So expensive. This entire area, wooden flooring, about 1,300 bucks. This is way too much for this area. I will try to hack it somehow. I don't know how yet, but there is this very slight possibility that my Santa Claus might come through. And he might bring me some flooring material. But there is a catch. I don't know what he might bring, because he's not even sure. He just told me that I might have something, but I'm not sure what. So that's the situation with that. But while that kind of sorts itself out, let's do the second thing that I need to do. So the second thing, what the crap was that? Okay, there is a problem here. But the problem really is third thing that I need to sort out. So I'm guessing the second thing was to kind of extend this out a bit. This gap is way too big. So I want to extend the floor out ever so slightly. I'm thinking like maybe 30 centimeters, maybe 40. Not as far as that piece there. Maybe like halfway. Or maybe this hole is fine. Thinking that the door is gonna be a... Ew. Delete that. Wait a minute, I'm gonna raise the floor anyway, so the floor will be somewhere here. Which actually I don't really need to go very far. Somewhere here it would be perfect. Let's install one more cross section here, and then I should be good. Maybe something beefcakey instead of a stupid 2x4. Beefcake, guys, always. Need more power. Great news, guys. I'm gonna get a bunch of more firewood for that thing there. A puny little guy. Yeah, it would be great if you did not hit your hand, bro. Stop freaking hitting your hand. It hurts. Gonna make a huge mess downstairs. But it's fine though, I can just throw that into the fireplace. Win-win situation. Now normally to clean this surface, you would take a hammer and a chisel and you would just kind of hammer away. Let's be honest, nobody has time for that crap. You know what, guys? It just clicked to me. Why did I not use my bandsaw mill? That would have been way easier, man. That would have been way easier. I tried my best, man, but guess my best just sucks. Guess it just sucks. I do have those giant beams, but those are too huge, just gigantic. What a freaking mess, man. That thing can stay there until I finish my third goal. Third goal would be to increase the height of this floor. So according to this door here, the floor level should be somewhere, well, here. That means I need to add an extra layer of 2x4s. Now I know it's gonna make this room even smaller, but there is a catch involved. So I'm hoping that extra layer will increase the strength of this area. Actually, rather this area, because this beam here, it's kind of weak. Basically, the entire floor wobbles. Now that beam there, this cross section, that I replaced out because as I was taking the building apart, that piece pretty much just broke in half. It was just completely rot. So I installed a new piece there, but at first glance this looked completely normal. But after a while I started noticing that this part is not doing that great. Then it's fine for a while, but at the end it's also not doing great. As of right now, it's almost impossible to swap it out. I would definitely like to swap it out, but man, that's just way too much work now. So instead of swapping it out, I'm hoping to kind of reinforce it. That's also part of the reinforcement there. And maybe an extra layer of 2x4s going this way will also help. I think it's gonna help. This beam is a lot stronger. So it's this one, and those two are the beefcake. By the way, with that extra layer of 2x4s, there's this one more thing that I will be able to fix. So the level situation. That's seriously messed up here. The thing is not level at all. I can even see it with my eyes that it kind of bows downwards on that end. The highest point is somewhere in the middle, and then it goes down again. This entire area, it's not level. Don't know how that happened. So I don't really have an excuse. It sort of happened. But at least that extra layer, with that I can also fix the leveling issue. I mean, we can just quickly check the leveling problem. So we're sitting at 12 on this point. 15 here, so already 3 centimeters difference. I think this is like the lowest point. 16.5. 14 and a half. It's kind of all over the place. 14. So the thing deviates from 12 to almost 17. That's like 5 centimeters, man. That's way too much. Normally I would be fine with even 5 kilometers. But yeah, I want the thing to be level. When I was building this subfloor, I did not have that level thing. So that's like a gift from Santa Claus. Best tool in the universe right here. I think I'm gonna use it, well, wherever I could. It's a really good little toy. So the thing will like self-level, and it has that gimbal effect in there. To a certain degree it will self-level, but if it goes out of that gimbal area where it can't self-level anymore, then it will pretty much just blink several times, and it's saying that, okay, I'm unable to keep level, so check my base. At least I think that's how it's supposed to work. Kind of makes sense. I'm really glad that my Santa got me that tool. Personally, I would never buy something like that. I think that unit probably is like 800 bucks. Just imagine, with that amount of money, I could like fill the fuel tank on the dozer and drive it for a couple of days before it's empty again. I mean, the option is pretty obvious. Dozer all the way. Now normally I would set this thing on the highest point, but because this is the lowest point here, then I'm gonna set it here instead. because if I set the thing on the highest point somewhere there, then maybe the finished floor will be higher than the door. Yeah, I couldn't open the door anymore, so that would be bad. This looks pretty level already, so yeah, slightly. Basically, I'm gonna start leveling from this end and then follow the laser to go to the end. I'm gonna use these plastic washers or leveling sticks or wedges. Perfect. You know, instead of going one at a time, I think the easiest way to do it level this piece, then take this piece and then I could put middle pieces. But before any of that, there's this one thing that I have to do. So mice guys, those evil devils, I need to install some critter wall all around the sides. Well, basically I have to make sure they will not be able to get into this area. That location was the only location where those little devils could get inside. I mean, if said devils had a tunnel boring machine. To get access to that area, you need to drill through about 2 inches of OSB paneling. I don't think they can manage that. Okay, well that takes care of that bit. Now I'm positive it won't stop them. Maybe it will just annoy them. Or it's also possible that they will be excited because there's so many mazes around. Pretty sure mice love mazes. I'm gonna continue now. That mice crap, it was just a bonus. This thing does not lie. What a badass. All these wedges, they're just leftovers from that tiled floor that I did downstairs. Really great if you can just reuse stuff. This floor is gonna be super flat. Yeah, I can already feel that it's a bit more sturdy. Gonna have a dancing floor up here. Flatter than Earth is. Don't tell anyone though about that. And besides, once I install that beefcake there, then it should be pretty solid. Gotta set the level somewhere. Why is it that I always press the wrong buttons first until I press the right button? So typical. Miljon korda vajutan läbisid ja ikka ei ole õiget tuld. Ma juba 3 korda vajutasin toda, mida sa seletad? Ei ole õige. Ei ole õige. Mis asja, purjus olen ma? Nüüd on õige. It's gonna take a while. Oh yeah, that's right on the money there. I guess this paper is not that useless after all. And that end is surprisingly level. The laser is almost flat with the surface, but doesn't look so good on this side. Man, I call that a win. I think the lumber itself is a bit banana on this spot, but seems fine on here and perfect on there. And that end needs to come up ever so slightly. Perfect. Man, that's some serious laziness. Okay, so going great. So the final joint there is nicely level with that and also with that. Tremendous success, guys. This is gonna be the first ever level floor that I've made, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna screw it up somehow. So let's not cheer just yet. Oh, freaking done. That took forever, man. Kaamera, lase lahti. That took forever. Started in the morning, now it's whatever it's right now. You know, about a year ago I was here. I was building this balcony. I think it was about a year ago. Now I'm in there. So during the last year I have not moved much. Like 5 meters. That is really lame. Gotta work harder. I think that takes care of the dirt thing. I completely forgot what that was about, but I think it came out great. It even looks level. So, great. Random spot. Level. And put it here. Level. You better run. Still level. Zigzag. I don't know, that looks level. So I'm not BSing you guys. This thing is actually low. I'm pretty sure it's even better than the bottom floor there. Wow. Why didn't I not get that laser before? That is so useful. Oh yeah, I know why. The thing costs like 700 bucks. That's like 700 reasons not to get one. At least it is for me. But I do believe task 2 is right there. Task 2 was supposed to be a reinforcement for these beams. So before we go and proceed to task 4, let's cap off task number 2. I don't know, guys. I think it's not even wide enough. I still have a gap down there, so that means it even needs to go lower. But I'm already beyond this. So this is... I don't know, man. This will not work. Let's go get the big one. This will not do. What a meaty boy. Now, before I cut it into length, let's make sure I can actually get it up there. Maybe it doesn't even fit. Freaking wind. Piss off! Yeah, there's definitely enough room to make this turn, but now it's a lot better. I think we're in the clear. scenario. Let's think of that. So this thing being kind of on the iffy side, half rotten. What if this breaks? What if I slip and drop that thing on it? If I manage to get it up there somehow. What if this breaks? Then we have an issue. Just in case. Let's add a support on this piece. Oh! A support. How convenient. That was fast. That should do. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my floor. It's fine, I will buy a carpet. Why am I going upstairs? Doesn't even fit. How much is this even? 150 by 320. No, you couldn't even get this type of dimension from a lumber store. Honestly, I'm even surprised I managed to get it this far. The last time I attempted something like this was when I was hoisting that door up there. May not look like a lot, but that thing was like a done. Hopefully everything will go nicely. Man, this piece of 2x4 gonna kill it soon. Where's my chainsaw, man? You can hoist even 2-ton beams up here. Just look at this, guys. On a sketchiness level, how would you rate this setup? I would probably put it like somewhere in the 7. Okay, well, I'm gonna hook up the hoist to that beam now. Then I should be able to pull it that way. And beyond that, I think I can manage pulling it back that way. Whoa, I did not expect that. Well, that's what happens if you're not an engineer. Luckily though, I tend to overbuild everything. And that thing is holding. Success. Think it's a bit too tight. Yeah, definitely no room. You know what, guys? I'm gonna remove that extra bit there. Right now, I think going down the stairs, you would just kind of hit your head against the roof. So I'm gonna try to put it as close as I can. That way.
Vaikka peal. Siis sa peaksid mitte siit võtma kaheksa, vaid siit võtma kaheksa.
Yay! Definite overkill. It's actually better if the weight is a bit more on this side. So this will also support this I don't know, handicapped log. Well, basically this thing will help that thing. Think that will hold. You know, usually when this thing gets really hot, that means things will hold. While I was anchoring everything, that thing just kind of fell over on its own. That can only mean one thing. That the handicapped log, it's sitting higher now. The entire weight of that area should be transferred to that corner. And the handicapped log can just chill. That's right, bro. You can just chill. You don't have a purpose anymore. That thing has stolen your purpose. So you can relax. Man. This thing is rock solid now. Yeah, before this area was really wobbling. At least I fixed that. This was really bad. Now it's perfect. Now, before I put any insulation material in this area, I also need to seal this part. I'm gonna brainstorm something here as well. But what exactly I'm gonna use here? Whatever, man. So make sure there's no gaps anywhere. It doesn't need to be like watertight, but anything will work. Booyah! Let's go get those things. Okay guys, so here's the business. I'm gonna hand spread this crap around. Goal is to fill all that emptiness, fill it with some love. And then I'm going to cover the entire thing with some OSB paneling. Beyond that, I have no idea. We'll figure that bit out once we get that far. But for now, I think a short time lapse is in order. So let's do that.
You know, if you could stop farting all the time, it would be amazing.
I mean, let's just be honest. That's a really lame gap there. Now I wouldn't really need to cover it up. It's gonna be hidden anyway. And what you can't see is not a problem. That's the code I live by. Can't see the problem, then there's no problem.
Võimatu lasta sinna. Pekki, mul ei ole kuhugi lasta seda kruvi. Man, this is the last time I'm giving 110%.
The remaining gaps I'm just gonna fill with some freaking lava. Yeah, that should seal all them gaps up nicely. This is a lot better to clean than what we started this episode with. You and me both know where this thing is going. Everything has a weak spot. This is the end of our era, guys. There is no going back anymore. Yeah, I know your leg is broken. Just hang in there for a moment. But anyway, I think I got a pretty decent software going on now. Not bad. You know, overall I'm pretty happy. It even feels pretty solid. I mean, this spot before it felt like a swing set or something like that, but right now, man, obviously not as solid as the ground floor is, but it feels great, I would say. Plus, I love how flat the thing is. Really glad I got that laser level. Without it, it would have been pretty hard to level it, because we know how the first attempt kind of ended up all over the place. But right now, the thing is flatter than Earth. Next up would be the finished floor. Now guys, maybe some of you might say that I should have used that OSB which has tapered ends.
So I could just join the two OSBs together.
Yeah, well, that would have been kind of great, but the price of that OSB almost 2 times more than this stuff. So instead of paying 300 something bucks for this entire floor, I would have got up 2 times 300. That's like way too much. So instead I just got the pieces off where the support is. Think it's fine, it doesn't really matter. I also left a tiny gap between the boards to make sure some movement is available. I don't know, I've heard that you need to leave a tiny gap. This should be fine. But next up we should be installing the main finished floor. I do have an idea that will cost me almost nothing, only electricity cost, which will probably reach the moon. That's fine, I'm not paying for the electricity. That would be my sister. Best deal I've ever made. I paid for some other stuff and she agreed to pay for the power bills. Man, she has no idea what's gonna hit her. What a fool. So I'm not gonna explain the idea just yet. It's still kind of back there somewhere and it still needs to navigate through this thing before it becomes a reality. So I figured I'm gonna do that in the next episode. I don't really want to make the same mistakes I made in the previous episode. That was complete nightmare, man. I was just so lost. It felt like a great train ride, but the tracks, man. Sometimes I went 90 degrees downwards, sometimes I went upwards. The other times the tracks kind of just ended straight into the volcano, bro. That was a complete nightmare episode and I don't really want to repeat it. So I'm gonna take my time with this and well, I'm gonna start working on it immediately. Or maybe I should work on the Girovets. Now there's an idea. But for you guys, see you later, alligator. I am sorry, buddy, but there is no hope for you anymore. This is the end of the line. You have served me well, but everything has an end. A bit low. Fantastic, man. You know, this thing was not level. Now it's totally level. Totally level, man. Even in death. The Soviet chair does not disappoint. What a badass. Before I end this video, I thought about let's make a wood sculpture. Wood sculpture. Let's make a wood sculpture here. It's like perfect spot for it. Almost. Pretty neato, wouldn't you agree? So guys, the story behind this one is extremely interesting. It's relatively short as well. So a Russian company in Finland went bankrupt, and that's all you need to know. Need to know basis.